Welcome to this video where I'm going to show you the story of Winter SMP so far. It's actually a really good time for a comment on the state of the SMP because finally it seems almost everyone is connected using nether portals. And with that, it's going to be extremely easy to get get to the places needed to show off what happened so far. So we'll start at the beginning. Once I get to the beginning. Here is the beginning of the SMP. If you watch my first day's video, which is awful, I wouldn't suggest it myself, you will remember that I climbed down that ice, fell into the water below, and ransacked that village for certain materials. Peachy Scrappy went off that direction, and I don't know where Devin went. I, of course, made my first base over there, opened up another portal. It did not work out in my favor, because Peachy Scrappy had opened one over there. Let's go visit. Let's go visit his base, because that's the next piece of our lore. Here is where PG Scrappy's base is. I don't think he's been on since before I pranked him. There's his material, here's his farmland, nether portal with the oak wood on, with the spruce wood on top to block it. I guess they can survive there. And then his actual base in here. I'm not exactly sure when he made this. Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. That's nice. Meow, I'm a kitty kitty. How to erase sign. Yeah, I don't think he's been on yet since. But yeah, this is his base. Next place to go will be, I think, the main area for the SMP, which would be the, I think they called it Newgate, I forget. This is where most of the SMP has actually happened. Well, most of the SMP happens with me, but if you ignore that part, then most of it happens with me. Most of the SMP story has happened where I do things. I've definitely put in the most on the servers thus far. Someone might overtake me eventually, but for now, it is me. Originally, we had these farms. You can see here we have the chickens, the cows and sheep in there. Wheat. Bamboo was gotten after Chris got on the server because none of us could find it before then. It was just a nightmare. Sugarcane, I believe they started that up recently. They had a bunch of cakes also, but that's a whole thing. This is Pepper's house. She has his own thing. This stems from when I decided to make an AFKable disc farm, and it worked out lovely. I don't know where she keeps her discs. I know I put Pig Step in here for her. I decided to give her all of the discs because she's been a very pleasant person to me in this server thus far. And in the pre-server, which I guess I'll just release the video anyways, because, you know, no one else's doesn't really matter. Also, we have the trader up here for some reason. But yeah, this is her nice old house. She also decorated my house, but that's a whole different story, I guess. Devin made a new house over here. They seem to stick with the spruce styles. I did prank them earlier by putting pufferfish in the sides, but I didn't get a comment on that for whatever reason. Here's where all of his discs are. I just organized them for him. He doesn't have any in there right now. We have all of the discs. I had like 4 copies of each of the discs to give to him. 4 shulker boxes, each with a jukebox and a copy of each disc besides Big Step. And you can see this is what the place looks like so far. I'm assuming those are new plots for more areas. Yeah, they are marked out. I don't know what for yet. That's his villager breeder, which is really dumb because you can't really use the those beds anyways because you can't pathfind to them, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why he designed it that way, but you know, whatever floats his boat. I'm not the one in charge. Further along, you'll find, well, I came out of the nether place right here. I wasn't really in charge. The community center, 03 Hill Street. He's got the enchanting spot, which really should have a chest, but, you know, I haven't complained about that. An ender chest, which I believe they got themselves. Most of the ender chests you'll see in the SMP are from me, from when I went through all of the cities that I've raided and grabbed the ender chest with Silk Touch pickaxe. That's where most of them come from. They made this on their own though. This whole setup was all from the people of this town. Creepers have been a nightmare though. I threw that chicken there. That was my chicken. Polar Bear 04 Hill Street. This is where they have a bunch of their food stuff. Mostly just cake, I'm pretty sure. Because they have a lot of cake. They're inside these chests. You have empty chest, the cake chest, the beef chest, and the chicken chest. I think they want to have sheep in one of them, but I don't know. I've never understood the allure of cake in Minecraft. Too many materials and it's not all too useful. There are very few scenarios where it's actually practical. Finally over here we have Devin's original base, which I can't really enter right now because they never bothered to fix the fact that I had the I had put pufferfish there, so it's just still a nightmare. But that is Polar Bear Street, Polar Bear Food Supply. Employees only. You know, it's whatever. I'm like the god of this server. I've got my netherite gear. I don't think anyone else has netherite gear, unless Devin and Chris possibly cheated in. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is their trading station, which I thought was awful because first off, it doesn't even properly breed the whoops, ow. Doesn't even properly breed because first off, it's blocked off, so they can't pathfind, and then they have these beds which are stacked, so they can't pathfind. Devin, I hope you're watching this, so you'll finally fix that because it's been annoying me. They've got these plots here, 14 by 15. I guess he's just selling these plots for nothing. Yeah, 15 by 15 plot for nothing. I might move here. I might make a base here, just for the proximity to other people. With that, there is another house somewhere that way. Well, not a house, but a campsite in a way. I also mess with this base. I even put pufferfish in these bases. It was a really bad video. Like, I didn't record it well, but I did get a lot of effort done. It was just hard to get reactions to it, so that made it problematic. Mary Chrysler, this is your Chrysler, this is Chrysler, your new horse. Fire aspect 2, wow. Yeah, he's got this horse. I guess they did kill them. Yeah, they must have got rid of them. But yeah, this is a nice old base that they have here. Diamond horse armor. I don't know whose this is. I never managed to figure that out, but it's a nice little place. Next thing's next. I think we have to go on to Chris's base. Chris's base, then my base, and I'll demonstrate how everything is set up in this server right now. This is Chris's base. His nether portal is right here, sunk into a wall. I don't know why he put it like that, but oh well. First things first, I'd like to show you his horses because he wants to breed great horses. I don't think he has yet. This one has iron. This one has iron armor on it. Wait, does it? Yeah, it does. Iron horse armor on it. I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, it's just a gray horse normally, so it's hard to. Oh no. Oh gosh, I don't know why he made it like that. So it's a nightmare to get out of here. But yeah, those are his horses. They're okay. I think my horse is still the best one on the server, but I don't even use them because I have an elytra, so I just fly everywhere. For battlements, I guess they're covered now. They don't have any stairs down, it doesn't look like, so they're kind of tactically useless. I think this is just a fancy... Oh, that's actually cool. That's a nice design. I think this is just a fancy build. I don't think there's anything you can properly do inside of it. I don't know if there's a way in. Then there's his other stuff. There's the other battlements, and then the church on the side, I guess is what you would call it. I'm not even sure if that's really a church. I've always just called it a church because it looked like a church to me. That little bit over there. This is my base. It is the biggest underground base on the server, as far as I know. Someone else could have made something gigantic while I wasn't paying attention. My super smelter, powered by lava buckets, because I had time, so they're all full with lava buckets, and the hoppers behind them, if we can get behind them, you'll see are also full of lava buckets, so yeah, it'll run for a long time if I ever start it. I don't have any materials going for it right now. I was just doing stone again, not for any good reason, I just had it. Materials, redstone, weapons, armor, tools, mob drops, wood, dirt, gravity blocks, and nether, and above ground. Unfortunately, above ground kind of got a bit excessive, and the nether is over here as well. I have a lot of materials, honestly. And then these just have a bunch of random stuff in them. I need to unenchant those books. There's a lot of things that need to be done. But this is what I'm proud of. I have 18 saddles and a bunch of horse armor. I can use that a lot. And then here is my fancy base that was decorated by none other than Pepper. Well, besides this, she wanted lava there, but she didn't have the buckets for it, so I made that and put glass in front of them. And then that mob head, which was interesting. I actually managed to get super creepers, charge creepers, to kill a skeleton twice, and I got the materials. I got this material out of it. No one knows about that, and it's just kind of a humble brag. My long farm, I haven't harvested in a while. I haven't reaped what I've sown. Then I have food that needs to be cooked in some way. Well, besides the poison potatoes, I don't know what to do with those. Book stuff. These are all my decent enchantments. Animal drops, brewing stuff, and our materials. These are the ones I share with the main base. I have most of my good materials in the ender chest. You can see my netherite scrap, my blocks, and then my main gear, rare blocks, trading hall. This is going to be useful when we go back outside. My sugarcane farm, which is slightly bigger than the main bases. You may hear something that's a bit loud and annoying. Yeah, that's my animal farm. Along with my chickens over there, but they're not as useful. I don't use them for food. They just have a bunch of eggs in here, which I'll eventually use to just throw at people because it's fun. The best horse on the server. He doesn't have any armor on because I just haven't had a situation where I needed to put armor on him. But he is the fastest that I know of on the server. I think it was about 12 blocks per second last time I checked. Everyone else was just slightly lower than that, as far as I know. It felt like it whenever I was doing that. That little bow tie of cobblestone, that's my creeper farm. I'm not going to open it up because that always causes so many problems for me. There's chickens, there's cats in there, and they scare the creepers, because creepers are scared of cats for whatever reason. This is a whole process when I was trying to make the AFK thing. This whole thing is full of water, which took forever to put in together, believe me. And up there is also a skeleton, which can shoot creepers once they come up. There's a skeleton, he'll shoot at me, which is how we get him to kill the creepers. Here's all the music discs, also 3 more shulkers full of them, and then the spare music. We got a bunch of gunpowder, because, you're killing them. Stall. It took forever to get, chirp, and there's one other, I think, that just take forever to find. I don't know why. That thing's whole full of water, and then once we put soul sand at the bottom... Oh, God, that was... Oh, shit. Oh, okay, yeah, the bottom is working well, also. Here, you can't see it, but there's lava there, and then that's just the main process, so I get them and get gunpowder for it. See? I'm a bit lazy, so I need a gunpowder for elytra rockets, and this is what I made for it. I can stack this up higher and do even more, but I've just been too lazy to fix that. That was a failed attempt at a gold farm. There's also another one even further away. It's a failed attempt at a gold farm. I don't know what to do to make that gold farm work. It might just not work on this server. Then there's my bamboo forest, which I don't use much anymore. I just need scaffolding. Actually, I do need that, because whenever I was doing the lava trick... There, now it's all scented up. So if I do that, it'll just... What? They break it now? They break it now? I lost all my scaffolding when I fell into the lava. Also, a bunch more cats have spawned. I don't know what to do about that. This is the trading hall. It's a bit lackluster. I'll enlist Pepper to decorate it in a bit, but for now it's just going to look this good. Oh, Calico, I kind of want that cat. But these are my cartographers. I use them to get emeralds. You can trade glass panes with them, which is an incredibly good trade. This guy I need to train up to be whatever I want him to be. And then I have all of my trading hall things right here. Which, with this notebook, you can see general trades. Mending. Ah, crap. General trades. With mending at 10 emeralds, I have mending at 10 because mending at 10-0 because that means this is the best trade I can have. Unbreaking 3, 12-1, which means I can get one emerald off of that. And then the armor trades, the sword trades, bow and crossbow trades, trident trades, and tools trades. I have all of these things all set up in this book, and that's how I keep track of most things in Minecraft, is these books. I can also use them to write down coordinates, but for now I know where most things are. I have things for my ice portal. I use the book for coordinates. That was the other one I had. I use that for whenever I need to find stuff. Yeah, I don't have Fortune, Luck of the Sea, or Lure. I have only a few of the trades I actually need. Crossbow is the closest, because I just need... Or, Trident is the closest, because I only need Impaling 4. Bow and crossbow, I need 4 more. Oh, hey, Calico Cat. I have a lot of traders around here. There's even more in here, because this was the original idea for the training hall, because I thought they needed beds. They don't, surprisingly. So I pulled out the good trades here, which was a looting 3 guy here, and a mending guy right here. Then I have these guys back here, because leather workers can eventually trade you saddles, which I haven't got around to yet, because that's a lot of trading, and I don't have the materials for it. Fletchers, so I can trade sticks for emeralds. Blast furnace? I forget. I think he had an iron trade or something. And then this guy, an armorsmith. Armorsmith? Weaponsmith. Weaponsmith. He also has an iron trade, which would be useful for me, because that that big tall thing that was above me, I was just above there. Not that, that's the other big tall thing. But that one, the smaller one, just the block of cobblestone, that is my iron farm, which is currently broken because I haven't got the villagers for it. I think they end up associating with these villagers and then disappearing. I'm not entirely sure why, but they're gone, and I need to have them there to make it work. I just need to reroute this track system. I have a track system to move my villagers, because they have to move them a certain distance, otherwise they just all work together, and it means I can't properly get iron golems or anything else. But if we head this way, we'll find my villager breeder. There shouldn't be dirt there. Was Craney AFKing this thing? I don't need any more. Craney is my partner in crime anyway. Oh god, I have so many here. Ah, dang it, this just lagged so I couldn't jump. It stole my jump. Why? Yeah. There's, I don't know, like 5 or 6 in there, I don't know, and there's a bunch out here. We have tons. So I turned this off, so it shouldn't run, so if Crane's actually FKing it, he's not doing it right. Just a warning, if you want this Craney, you need to open up this thing to make it work. Otherwise they can't pathfind to the beds, so they won't breed. But yeah, that's my villager breeder. It takes them out using this thing. This block has to be glass, otherwise they'll take damage going through it. And this is full of minecarts, which dispense them, take them out to where I lead the track to be. And now this is for the pieces that were too far away for me to show you, or I was just too lazy. You can see my ice farm right here. Here is where I've actually been farming ice proper. That's, you can see right here there's a bit of obsidian, that's where the base is. I went with this one first, and then I found somewhere in this area, it's completely gone now. It was just a glacier of blue ice, so I broke that entirely. And then if you take the triangulation of this thing, you can see it leads directly to my base. And that's because that is when I was using my elytra to fly off and find a woodland mansion all the way over here. You can see where I broke in right there. Not too much use out of this, honestly. But I did pass by a glacier field on the way here, which may be more useful later. Oh, and also Ratatone's base. I completely forgot to actually go there. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if you can see it if I do this. Yeah, I think it's actually, yeah, you can barely see it. It's just, man, that's actually a good hiding spot for a base with this dynamap. But yeah, here's his base. He doesn't have much in there. He has a dog. He has a mouse named Sally, which is a wolf. It was confusing. And now, we put together the actual story of the SMP. We all started off here, in spawn, and then we ransacked this village. I went north. I continued getting materials. I came to right here, made a base underneath, tried to make a nether portal, which our nether portal was already created over here by PG Scrappy. PG Scrappy had already made a nether portal right here, so I teleported back here. I griefed him a bit. Then I went back. I trekked back, lost all of my materials somewhere around here. It was in the spruce forest. I just jumped and I fell. I decided, you know what, I'll just go through anyways. And then I came back through, got some more materials, and kept going to the northeast until I found somewhere I liked. Passed through right here, I believe, and it had a nice little formation. Was it over here? It was one of these rock places, and they had a nice little formation, and I said, oh, that's cool. I'm going to keep heading further because I want it to be even cool. I want to have like a hidden base, but that'll be nice for like a proper base. Then I headed across and finally decided upon this area right here, and because there was space here, dug down, made my little house, and now I have my building there. Simultaneously, as I was doing that, PG Scrappy was building his base over here, getting material. Well, he didn't really build a base, but he was getting his materials and stuff. He built his little farm. He's got his nether portal. He had a few materials on him, but he lost all those. See that in the Pranking PG Scrappy video. He was with Devin, and then they both lost all of their stuff. I think on an ice flow somewhere over here. Simultaneously, Devin came over here, started building his base. I noticed something was up when this cobblestone road had been built, so I thought, oh, what's going on over there? Then they started building this town. They have their cow farm, their chicken farm. Villagers now, two plots of land. Pepper's house was the first proper house built on the server, I'm pretty sure. Besides Devin's, which is kind of just, it looks more like a block than an actual house. I mean, there's some details on it, but simultaneously hers is like fully decorated. Devin made a new house here, but while all that was going on, while they were building their houses, I decided it was a good time. This was all in the first week. I decided it was a good time to go and get materials to beat the Ender Dragon. So, going through the nether, that's not where my base is. That's world spawn. Following this, my nether portal is down here. Somewhere, you can't see it. It's underneath materials, because the nether is weird, especially on Dynamaps. Somewhere around here, I then went south, and I found this Crimson Forest, got a bunch of Endermen from it, killed them. Blaze Fortress right here. This is where I got my Blaze Rods. Once we did that, I left. I haven't gone back for Blaze Rods since because I didn't want to do it anymore. Then I went to the end, killed the Ender Dragon, had the most awful spawn you've ever seen. You see these two? It's really dark, but if you see it properly, you can see that they're just suspended in the void. And I lost all of my materials. When I jumped in here through the void. My house was over here, or my little base is in here. The spawn platform is right here, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I fell into the void once and I lost all of my stuff, so that made the fight a lot more of a grind. But I did kill him. And then once I did that, I went out, got myself an elytra, came back the next day, and I made this lovely EXP farm. You can't see the base of it. I wonder if I can... Yeah, love EXP farm. We've got anvil and grindstone here. There's a chest as well. An enchantment table with bookshelves around it. This is the EXP farm. That's just a big area. There's an endermite and a minecart in there. And then carpet to prevent them from teleporting or spawning there. This probably should have stuff on top of it, but I decided not to because they don't really have much, not many that actually teleport there. And then once I did that, I decided to stop playing. Oh, this might actually be a better view. You can see these are weird, and they just have big blocks to the side. So yeah, there's no way to properly get in that area. You'll just die, and it's an awful situation. Recently, I went out and found the woodland mansion I showed you over here, because all of my traders were together. After I beat the Ender Dragon, I decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to go and make villagers, so I did all the villager stuff, I made that. I started my trading hall, I've made it this fancy way only like a few days ago. Pepper came one day, decorated my base, you guys all saw that. No one else has been doing anything interesting as far as I know. Ratatone recently got on. Big Mac is apparently going to do industrialization of the SMP. I don't know what he means by that, because like I've already over-engineered like half of the things in my house, and like we have a blue ice nether highway to my house now, directly into my base in fact. So It's not like it's going to be hard for people to get the gunpowder or the music discs or the iron, or hell, even my trading hall. And my trading hall is the most impressive thing here. So I don't know what he's talking about with industrialization. I mean, you can get more materials, but that's a whole thing. Quick summary. First, people spread out. PG made a base here. Devin made a base over here. I made a base right here. I grinded a lot, went to the nether, got blaze rods, killed a bunch of endermen in warp forest because that's where you can kill them really easily. Got all the materials I needed, went to the end, killed the dragon. The portal is up here. We came back from that. I decided to stay off for a few days just to calm down a bit, I guess. Then I came back, made a bunch of villager farms. The buildings over here got even more extensively, got built out more extensively. I made an experience farm in the end. PG Scrappy lost all of his stuff. I pranked him. Pepper came, decorated my base, made a proper village trading center. Devin started his trading center. Ratatone got on, built his base over here. And now there are threats of industrialization from the newest member of our server. With that, I think that's a pretty concise, at the end, I think that's a concise story of the SMPs thus far. Screw you, Devin, for saying subscribe to me if you want to know the story of the SMP, because I wasn't ready. Alright, thank you guys for watching. That's the story of the SMP. Hope you enjoyed. Ciao.